Alright, ladies and gentlemen, before we start the video, before the wordos come out and dislike, listen, I'm not about to rub this in anybody's face. I'm just going to show you guys the performance, so hopefully we get what we came for, and I'm going to explain why this game is running the way you see in the video, okay? So, that's it. For those of you that are quick to find this particular video, but you disappear when I show you the videos, you know, where I'm actually being, you know, positive towards Microsoft, that video will be uploaded after this. So, for those of you who are gonna say, oh, you're such an Xbox hater, yeah, I got a video for you guys planned. It's going to come right after this, so make sure you got the bell icon ticked so you see that video as soon as it uploads. With that being said, let's go ahead and start the video and get to this, okay? Let's go ahead and get out of here.
Is an exact match for the 1080p we have on Pro.
In terms of resolution, yes, but bizarrely with Xbox One X, going into this, I was expecting kind of PS4 Pro feature set, you know, close to PC's epic settings, but when looking at it, we're actually getting what appears to be more of the Xbox One base version, but running with an uncapped frame rate, rather than any sort of significant enhancements. So, to get it straight, basically visual quality is dialed back slightly compared to PlayStation 4 Pro and indeed base PS4, but we get a higher frame rate than what is present on base Xbox One.
It's hard to ignore the frame rate graph that we're showing right now. This isn't looking good for Xbox One X on the performance front either, so let's review. So far the resolution is on par with Pro. The visual settings are worse because they're basically running at the base Xbox One level of settings. And then we're looking at a frame rate graph which is reading down to the 50s at points. It's not a good showing at all, is it?
No, it's not. It kind of looks like basically they've taken the base Xbox One code, which is capped to 30 frames per second, but with sort of problematic frame pacing issues, and basically unlocked that. So you get up to 60 frames per second at points, but then there's also these big lurches down to 50 FPS, sometimes below to around 40 FPS, which is not something you're really expecting with Xbox One X and the amount of extra GPU power the system's got to offer.
Now, before we recorded this video, you gave me a kind of rundown of all the things that we should talk about, and I was in disbelief, and I still am, because, you know, that sort of frame rate result is what you'd expect maybe if the game was genuinely running at a native 4K or something like that on Xbox One X, and then you're telling me the visual settings are worse, and, you know, I've checked the screens that you've sent my way to make double sure that it is actually a 1080p pixel count, and yeah, it is. It's kind of staggering that there is a 4K HUD on top of that though, because it does suggest that the game has received some level of support, even if it is a very low effort form of it. So maybe, possibly, we could get something down the line to fill in that promise, but looking at the checkerboard situation, or the promise of checkerboard 4K on Pro, it kind of suggests 34 big things may not be getting to it. Who knows?
Yeah, I actually double checked the PlayStation 4 Pro version again after checking out the Xbox One X game, and yet still native 1080p, so judging by what we've seen so far, I'm guessing maybe this is it, you know, 1080p is as high as we're gonna get. Disappointing to see that performance is worse than Pro though, which kind of doesn't make sense.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, so you guys saw the video. Now, before you have the corporate cheerleaders and the corporate slaves come out of left field and say, well, I'm not supporting this game because this developer is clearly after Xbox and, you know, they gimped the console, they gimped their version because, you know, they're lazy. Understand this, nobody gimped this damn game, okay? Nobody's gimping games on the Xbox. The Xbox has a good GPU, okay? The GPU on the Xbox One X is very nice, okay? I wouldn't say it's high-end, but it's a very nice GPU, okay? It's better than that of the Pro, and it's more capable, you know, than the PS4 Pro. However, the main problem with the Xbox One X is the CPU, the Central Processing Unit. The Central Processing Unit cannot handle all the data that the GPU is pushing out. It cannot handle it. Okay, hence why you were having screen tearing, hence why you were having frame rate drops. Now, of course, you're going to see the corporate slave, the traditional corporate slave, that's going to come out of left field and say that, oh, my games don't run like, you know, the way Digital Foundries are showing it. My games run perfect. My games run at a perfect 60. You know what I'm saying? My games don't have screen tearing. My games, you know, run so perfect that, you know, the PlayStation users are jealous. And I see a night and day difference every time I launch my games. Yeah, Those dudes are gonna lie to you every chance they can possibly get and tell you that they see a difference, okay? There is no night and day difference between the PS4 Pro and the Xbox One X. I'm sorry. There's no difference. There's no night and day difference. Sure, games look sharper on the Xbox One X. That's something that we all kind of figured, but we were expecting more, okay? We were expecting more, and we did not get that out of the Xbox One X. Now, people are going to throw that out of proportion and say that, oh, you're just saying that because you want to damage control. There's really nothing to damage control. The PS4 Pro is putting out more content than the Xbox One X, okay? And it's funny how a lot of people who hype up these multiplats for the Xbox One X fail to realize that Spider-Man alone completely takes a dump on all these games in the visual categories. So, I mean, hey, I don't know what to tell you. You know what I'm saying? You got the power, but you don't have the talent on the Xbox camp. And that's just a very, very good point right there. But, you know, hey, that's just another video which I have planned after this. So, hope you guys enjoyed this. I will see you guys on the positive Xbox video. Make sure you guys hit that bell icon so you stay up to date, you know, for when that happens. For those of you who have subscribed to me from the whole Corporate Slave Awards, I appreciate you guys. We should be doing that this weekend. I got to wait for Bond to hit me back up, so for round 2. But I shout out to you guys and shout out to Black Bond for letting me be a panelist. And I will see you guys on the next video, which will upload very shortly after this one, okay? At the end of the day, man, be excellent to one another. You guys have a good one. Deuces.